Hello everybody. It's been a while since I made a video, but guess what? To a lot of people's dismay, I'm still alive. It sucks to be you, right? Well, here's another project I'm going to do. I'm going to build an amplifier. I already put hints of what I'm building by putting photos up on Facebook. It's a LDMOS amplifier from an old dead 667 Texas Star. Decided to use the heatsink, just like I did with some clown's broken down old junk. So he claimed, oh, I was using his amplifier because it was his broken heatsink. Tell you, some people are just retarded. But here it is. It's basic steps. These wires here are going to be for the thermistor. It goes here. Kick on the cooling fan, at a set temperature. And then I got my, power ends and everything are going to be here. The typical. But, basically, had to put some kind of video out here. So here it is. Nothing major. But we'll get her done, son. But yeah. That's why I keep old junk amps around. And stuff like that. Because I use the heat sinks and stuff. It's just... some clowns, when they see it, they're like, oh, that's mine. He's using it and he told me it was dead. Ah. It's just pathetic. Sorry about the rant, but boy, that's real life, man. It happened. I had a clown bring me a old piece of junk X-Force amp that was no good. So I utilized the heatsink and stuff off of it for another build. He saw the heatsink, the parts pile that I had it in, which still had the board on it at the time. So, he claimed that was his amplifier and it was perfect and working good. And even though it was scrapped out, I just didn't take the board off of it yet. You'll see that video in my other YouTube videos. Yeah, I stripped the board off of it, cleaned it all up, re-drilled new mounting holes, put my own board on it, and I used it. Just like I did with this. Had to mount the two LDMOSs, the new mounting, pattern for the board. Those holes weren't there, so I had to redo all that. But, yeah, this is going to use 54 volts. It'll peak right around 18 amps. 600 average. So, PEP, you should get a lot more than that out of it. My next one is going to be two of these, two 667 heat sinks, which I got them over there, and different. This will be on them. I'll put both the heat sinks together, and that's going to be a 1200 water, and that'll also be 54 volts, but at 32 amps. So I'll have to get a new 54 volt power supply. Or run two in parallel, to get the amperage up. But, yeah, it's basically just a rundown. I'm not gone. I'm not off the air. I've just been playing around. I'm going to be testing this out here in the next day or so. I had to get the scrub up the heatsink there where the two transistors are. Because I couldn't have the black ionization, so I had to take that down to bare metal, because these needed an electrical contact, and you can't get that through the ion, the coating on there. So once we got that all out there, we were able to start getting her done. It's a full wideband amp, pretty much, 1.8 or something like that, all the way through 6 meter. That's why this is so honking massive on it. If I wanted it to stop in 30, around 30 megahertz, this would have been about the size of that. But when you start going up in frequency, your output transformer starts getting really bulky. So there you go. We get her all done. Get the bias all set. 200 milliamps per transistor. 400 total. And get me some relay switching going on. Maybe put a receive amp in it, even though I don't ever really need one. But just put one in it just for the shits and grins. And should be on the air. As you can see, it's pretty substantial in size. The photos make it look pretty small, but you know, it's not all that small. But we'll see how it performs. Alright, catch you all later. Maybe I'll have some more than this amp later. Or maybe you won't see another one until I go do the 1200 RMS. Or, you know, so we'll see how that one works out. But this is just a toy. Because if this works, I got a 12 volt to 54 volt converter. I could use this in the vehicle. You know, it'd be easy to mount it. So, catch you in Facebook. See ya.